All right, so I just finished reading the newest chapter, 1162, and oh boy, do I have things to say. Well, first off, we got the cover page, and it's the final edition, the final volume of Holy Inari Shrine Pilgrimage from Yamato, and we got Dear Luffy. Don't know, it's another peaceful day in Wano. This kind of concerns me by saying that there's a good chance that Yamato is going to stay on the island of Wano and stay there forever, kind of keeping it safe. I don't know though. It could be that. Then we go straight into God Valley, and this is the battle royale of God Valley. This is gonna be crazy because we have the map of God Valley once again, and we can see that Roger Pirates are at the center where all the treasure is, and Rock Pirates are coming from south, and Garp is right behind the Rock Pirates, and then we see Go Rocks, and he's on the other side of the island, and he took the outer route, and he just went straight to his family. He just booked it, and now he's facing Garling. We should have known Garling was the one who hates wives and kids, not Garp. Not I don't know about Roger though. Can't say much, but yeah. So we have uh, Roger protecting, ha having his crew protect Rayleigh and Shaki, and they're just running away right now, keeping her safe, which is obviously the priority. She was the crown jewel of for everyone, right? Everyone came for Shaki, not for everything else. Though there were people who came for other things. And there then huge respects for Shiki though. He is like not ready to attack Rayleigh because if we attack Rayleigh, then Shaggy is also gonna get hurt. So he has huge respect, but huge concern for Shaggy. So that's kind of like I did not think anyone was actually like this. That's great. And then we just have there is something really wants to tell to Shaggy, but they already know, but I kind of don't know what they're talking about. Uh, and then we just cut straight to Kuma and what do we call him? Ivankov. Yeah, Ivankov. So we just switch straight to them in the treasure room. They both got one fruit. And yes, Ivankov was ready to eat the fish fruit, but Lin Lin pulled up in time and, and she grabbed the fruit right out of his hand, just choking him out. And we got Kuma, and he just chucks it. And somehow he looks so adorable doing that. And then Lin Lin makes this kind of frustrated, angry, and surprised kind of face. I don't know what this face is. She's not like super angry that what do you call him? Kuma just ate the fruit, but she is kind of angry. It's not the right face. Like it's not just anger. So I don't know what's going on. And Kuma and Ivankov are like, even if we save one person, that's a victory, which is absolutely correct. Saving just one person is an absolute win in this situation because they're literally in hell. Literally in hell. We don't see Dragon in this chapter. I mean, we do see him for one page. We will come to that. And then we have someone who looks like Marco beating the shit out of Silverhand, and Marco is supposed to be 7 years old right now during the God Valley incident. And so I don't know who this is. Could be Marco's father. I don't really think so. But he's there, and we got Stussy shooting. I don't know, weapons were that great. Uh, I mean, guns are that great. And then we got someone who looks like Sakazuki, and he's asking for orders. And okay, this kind of feels a little weird. Like we see a lot of characters like Marco and Sakazuki, and it's just weird. Then we have Garp, and he's like looking around, and he's asking Sengoku if he knew about all of this. And Sengoku tells us that, hey, there was this one guy who was talking about this, mentioning this, and he disappeared. He just up and just vanished. So they were actively actually keeping Garp in the dark. Like they were avoiding him 100%. So this kind of a redemption for Garp. Like, hey, Garp was never a clever dude. All right, let's just face it. Garp was never the smartest guy who would like, investigate every single thing. Like, what's going on here? Like, is that what's supposed to happen? No, that's not it. That's supposed to happen? No, this is not Garp. So there's nothing like Garp would have actually done either ways. He's just a very laid back man. He sees a pirate, he beats a pirate. That's all he does. He does no investigation at all. He's not that smart. We all know that. So it's not surprising that he didn't know about this if they actively kept him in the dark. And it seems like everyone in the Navy is kept in the dark about things like this, but there's also wise admirals who know about shit like this. And it's not easy to replace wise admirals if they speak up. So what is going on? I kind of don't know. And we got Kizaru, and I wonder what will happen to him next if we're going by this measure that if you speak up, you're gone. Next up, we got Rox, and he's running away right now with Iris, his wife. I suppose that's who she is, and they both look quite similar. Uh, so people are suspecting that she's his sister, which is kind of weird, but I don't know. I think she came from outside. Like she is not actually a Davy Clan member. Xebec is a Davy Clan member. This is what I came up with. I don't really know. But we got the other Davy Clan members actually turned into demons. I don't know what sh we should call them, but they were Domireversied and they're now on the other side. And Rox is a monster, man. I'm telling you, Rox is a monster. Garling, he's barely keeping up. He's like so fucking weak in front of uh Rox. It's just comical. And then once again, we see another mother and child just fall off. I don't know what's going on, but every child is just falling out of hands. And yeah, it's just crazy. And she just says that, hey, I'm not gonna be sitting on your shoulder the whole time. If you want to fight, gonna fight with both your hands. You're not gonna. I'm not gonna hold you back from fighting. So she says that I'm gonna run. You also run, and we're gonna meet on Lulusia. I don't know why Lulusia is being becoming such important place, but yeah. So now. Rox is like, why the hell am I being the one who's protected? And he just goes straight to Garling and he's like, all right, you want to mess with me? All right, bring it on. And he just slashes through every one of them. And Rox is on another level. He is just completely insane. He's like a monster. He's an actual monster. And then we pull off to Big Mom. Big Mom looks so happy to feed that fruit straight to Cod Curry, and boom! Kaido, and he just smacks the shit out of her to get the fruit. He munches down on the fruit, and then he straight up just transforms. into the dragon. So, for everyone wondering, did he start off as a Magikarp? No, he did not. He straight up started as Gyarados. Last but not least, we got Dragon pulling up one last time, and he is repeating the same line as Iris, which is "I won't let you die." So Shanks and Blackbeard both almost having the same faith right now. I think that this could relate to Shanks versus Blackbeard in the final war, and Luffy versus, of course, Emu in the final war. But I kind of don't know. Could be Shanks, could be Evil, because he had that head bump. I don't know. Let's see what happens in the final battle. We're not there yet. But in the behind the gamer, oh yeah. This is where all the rock spires are there plundering through everything. Roger pirates are plundering through everything, and rock spires are just there. They just made it there. And Garp is questioning justice now. This might be where he starts to take things a little bit more serious. To teach Aokiji and to teach Kobe the sense of justice and to not just follow orders, because every time we see him questioning like this, there is some Marine who's asking, "What are the orders? What should we do? Just tell us." They're not thinking for themselves. His son was thinking for himself, and he's saving, what do you call it, kids right now. He's kidnapping kids and taking them away from their parents. Well, the other soldiers are not. So he is questioning justice. Like, what kind of justice are these people doing? Lastly, we got Kuma, and he's saving people, and people are just so happy to see Kuma, and everyone's just going poof, poof, poof. Just thank yous and poofs everywhere. He is really the sun god of God Valley. Last but not least, we got Kaido transforming. I think it's Kaido's transformation that everyone's looking at. Oh no, I think it's Saturn that is transforming, and everyone's Garp, Roger, and Ross all are noticing it right now, and they can sense that someone of major presence is transforming right now, and we just cut to Garling just laying there dead. At first, I thought that it was Rox's arm tattoo. Like, I was like, why does he have a face on his arm? And it's just Garling with his straight head and hair. It's so stupid. Garling he is not the champion of God Valley. We know it. Garling is absolutely no one. He's absolutely no one. Holy Knights are not him. Holy Knights are not them. They are not them. Holy Knights are just the run-of-the-mill pirates at this point. Best, like, highest bounty I could give them if they were pirates, like 700 million. That's it. They cannot get any higher than that. They're literally absolutely pathetic. But they were facing rocks, so we gotta consider that too. But still, we saw the five elders could not even take down Luffy, who was already like super injured from fighting Borsalino. And now we see this pathetic display from the Holy Knights. Also, they weren't even able to take down old Gaban. They had to resort to blackmail for that. So that's kind of interesting as well. So Holy Knights are just terrible. They're like literal nobodies. And in the end, we have Kaido transforming. And I think that Emu wants to enter the battlefield as well, but I kind of don't know. He, Emu could take over Saturn. But that's going to be interesting because taking over Saturn means that Emu can take over almost any Holy Knight or Gorosei. That's it for the chapter right now, and maybe we'll come back if there are more things to discuss. And it's right now 4 a.m. in the morning, so I'm kind of not thinking all that much. This should be it. All right, see you guys.